What's up, everybody? It's me. It's been a minute since I made a video, and I'm back. I had a request to do a video today, and not today, it was a request a couple weeks ago, but it was basically a collection video of OTTER Messer knives, and so I'm going to do basically my top 6 OTTER Messer knives, because I have 6, so let's make a top 6 OTTER Messer knife video. I think that would be pretty cool, so let's get right into it. All right, everybody. So the number 6 knife by OTTER Messer is their sod buster. They don't call it a sod buster. They call it a hipper nip. So this is a carbon steel blade. It's actually large too. It is it's about the size of a large case sod buster. Okay, carbon blade, very nice. Nice snap. This is the, I think it's the smoked oak wood handle. Very cool, very good knife. And if you compare this to a case sod buster, it is significantly higher in quality, and it's probably a little bit more expensive. I think these go for like maybe 40 bucks or 45. But it's a better knife overall. Has a lanyard loop here, which is really nice. I mean, but you can't get, I haven't seen these in bones, so I mean, I'm not like dog and case. I'm just saying that these are the fit and finish. There's not big gaps between the bolster and the liners. There's never any blade wobble with a OTTER Messer from what I've experienced. And they're just really good. The grinds are great and the razor sharp. Almost 4 3/4 inches closed. About 8.5 inches open. It is a big knife, and it just begs to be used, to be completely honest. So this is my number 6 favorite, because I don't really carry it. This was some leftover stock from back when I was selling these knives, and I just decided to keep it because I like it. And yeah, I mean, I don't carry it, just kind of hold on to it and take it out every now and then. So that's number 6. Okay, number 5 on the list is going to be a knife that I reviewed recently, and it's going to be this guy. This is the OTTER Messer Mercator, which I don't remember if I pointed this out in the video, last video. It was actually, this is really cool, having that pressed into the spine of this knife. But this guy is really nice. It's not my knife, but if it were, I'd carry it a lot more often. This is my fiance's knife, and this one is stainless steel, and it's a lockback, and it has copper handles and a bail here, or a lanyard loop. It's very super nice sharp steel. Excuse me. And it's just the build quality of these are really cool. Comparing these, I don't think you can really compare them to the Duke or Doke, however you say it. I always screw it up. But these, since they're lockbacks, they're a little bit different design, but when you compare these to those, they're significantly different quality. This one is like, I mean, it's made by OTTER. OTTER owns Mercator, which makes the Black Cat knife, which is very famous. The K, what is it, the K98K or something like that, it said on there, backwards K, and it had the cat. It's black, it's steel painted black with the cat on it. But this one's their branded version of it, probably because it has copper handles. It has a clip on the back, and like I said, my previous video, you can still get these. I think I put an affiliate link. I'll put some affiliate links in the description and in a pinned comment. So if you guys actually are interested in any of these, hopefully you can get one. This one's my number 5. I never carry it because it ain't mine, but if it was, I carry it a lot more often. But I probably wouldn't get it in copper, even though I do like the copper thing. It looks nice. I think I would probably get the Black Cat version, which I kind of think I'm going to get one of those sooner or later. And I think I'll pick one of them up, because I could really like beat the heck out of one of these things, and you know it'll take a beating because it's just really decent quality. So yeah, this one's number 5. There's the lock back. Very awesome. This would make a great survival knife, honestly. I think it would be. So that's number 5. The little doctor with the green bone handle. They also have these in red bone handles, but I haven't seen them. This is a cool knife. I actually carry it quite often. I had to clean off the pocket lint, and even though this is a stainless steel knife, because I prefer stainless steel over carbon, it does get a little bit of surface rust, because I guess it's just a high carbon stainless. I noticed my buck knives, my buck slip joint knives, which are I think 410 or 420 stainless, they do the same thing. They get a little surface rust, and you can literally wipe it off with a cloth, very easily wiped off. But this one, I just love this one. This one I think sat a little bit proud when it was closed, I guess. And I've never seen that on any other otter except for this one, but compared to what we've seen from some other manufacturers, this is a gem. I think these things were like $45 to $50. They're really handy. They have a very small blade, about just under 6 inches fully opened, and the blade itself is about 2 inches. If you notice here, this is not sharpened, so the blade kind of starts at the 2-inch mark. So as you can see there, it's not a very big knife at all. Compare them to the other ones, you know. I mean, like here's that big sod buster, or they call it the hip or nip, I think it's how it's pronounced. Compare these guys. Look at that. It's tiny in comparison. So this one's really great. I actually carry it quite often. I put it in my pocket, you know, the little pocket that you keep they call it the watch pocket. Kind of people put change in it now. The little pocket above your big pocket in your jeans on the right. So this thing fits perfectly in it. It's relatively slim. It has brass liners. It's super pretty. It's a wonderful knife, stainless steel. You can't go wrong with this. Number 3, this is the regular anchor knife that I cold blued. In one of my previous videos, you can search it. I used a chemical process to blue the steel because I thought it was cool, and why not? It's a carbon steel knife. And I always thought they used a nickel steel bolsters, but they have to be steel because they took a bluing as well. So very cool. This is kind of custom, and the reason why this one is my number 3 pick in the list is this guy gets plenty of pocket time. I use it, I abuse it. You can see the bolsters here, they're scratched up. It's been dropped, it's been used, it's made to cut boxes. It's a workhorse, and I don't feel bad about doing it. The reason why it's not higher on the list is because I don't feel like, I'm not wowed by it like the other two. The other two I'm actually wowed greatly by. And because of that, the other two do not see that much pocket time. So, but they made these in a larger scale, and this one is their smaller scale knife. 3.5 inches closed. And we're looking at 3 and a quarter, about 3 1/4 open. So they make one, I believe it's a 4-inch or 4.5 inch closed. It's a lot larger than this one. In fact, I have one, we'll compare it. This one is number 3 on the list. And like I said, it's a great workhorse, wonderful knife. It opens up and closes, snaps. It snaps a little bit better when wearing these gloves. So love this thing. Carbon steel, steel liner, steel bolsters, workhorse knife. You can't go wrong with this guy, and that's why he's high on the list, because it's a user, man. You can use it. Number 2 on the list, and I freaking love this knife, is this guy right here, the Bee Meister. Okay, this is the bee knife, and they had these in 3 different kinds of wood, and this one is the pear wood. I think it has the best chatoyance and appearance in it. I carry this. I've used it. I've cut steak with this knife. It's a relatively larger knife. Look at that thing. And the reason why it's not number 1 on my list, and I went between number 1 and number 2, And the reason why I decided to make this number 2, because this was going to be number 1, and the reason why it was going to be number 1 is because I actually use it and carry it. But the reason why I declared it number 2 on the list is number 1 is just amazing. I don't use it. I don't ever put it in my pocket. You'll see why. But it's just a stunning knife. So I'm not going to carry it. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. But this guy, you can see it has a little bit of the tarnish. They use a stainless steel, but remember, it's not completely stainless. It just stains less. But you can see where I've actually used this thing to cut steak. It has a little bluish line right here from it being used, and I don't mind that. What I don't really care for is on GEC knives where you use it and they just look like garbage. I don't really care for that. To the patina, to each their own. I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying I don't really care for it. So, but this one's number 2. It has brass bolsters, brass liners. It has a brass shield with a beautiful bee that's like not engraved. What do they call it? Etched into it. It is just a gorgeous knife all around with the pear wood, rust frei. Means rust free or stainless. It is a gorgeous knife. It has wonderful, I mean, like, look at this. This thing is not open. It's not proud. It's perfectly flush, closed. Perfectly flush. If it's not perfectly flush, it's close to it. It is just a great knife. Love it. I'll cherish this thing. It doesn't see too much pocket time, but it has seen plenty of pocket time. Because a knife like this, it just begs to be used because this brass tarnishes. The brass tarnishes. The wood will get darker. Hopefully not too dark. I don't want to lose this cool pattern that is in the wood. This chatoyance that you can see. I don't want to lose that. But it's one of the best knives I've ever seen OTTER Messer make. Just love it. Just absolutely love it. You can see where I've carried it and kind of put a crease in it. Right here on the wood. It's not a crack, it's like an indentation. But yeah, it's been used. I use it. All these blades, I never show you, but every one of an OTTER Messer knife, they are all centered. They are just wonderful, high quality knives. And I do like spear blades, and that's what most of these are. So spear, or they're clip points, or not clip points, sheep's foot. So love these things, absolutely love it. So this one's number 2 on the list. We're going to go on to number 1 right now. So number 1 on the list, I like it so much that I actually built a shadow box for it. Let's see, check this out. See, I made a little shadow box for it because I like it that much. Came with all this wrapping. I displayed it like this. I thought it was really cool of a knife, so much so that I believed it deserved its own display. That guy. I made a video about this. But this is their anchor knife, and this is the larger one. So right away, you can see the difference here. This is the larger one. So it's a little bit different in size. I said it was 4.5 inches closed. Let's see. It's 4 inches closed. And we're looking at about slightly over 7 inches open. So, oh, you're not really that good in view. So, yeah, you can see a little bit difference in size. But this guy is my all-time favorite. And the reason for that is it has this beautiful bone handle. It has a brass anchor, which just looks so nice contrasting. It matches the what do they call it? These pins, rivets. It's just gorgeous. It has steel liners, steel springs, steel bolsters, and it has a steel blade. It's a carbon blade, and they've nitride blued this thing, which is like what they do to old guns back in the day. They take bluing salts and they heat them up. I forget how hot, 600, 700, 800 degrees, something like that. Maybe less, I'm not exactly sure. And they blue these blades, and it gives them these just beautiful, really royal blue. They got some purples in it. Just a gorgeous blade. So you get a lot with this thing. You get bone handles, which you don't see a lot of bone. Most of these are wooden knives. You know, they got wood. There's a bone one right there, and that one's steel or copper. and usually they're made with steel. You got you a large bone anchor knife, and it's just gorgeous. And they blued the blade, which is just absolutely wonderful. It's just so pretty. I can't use it. And you know, I know people out there that use their knives, and I don't blame you. But the reason why I do not use this is you can see where I've opened it, and it starts scratching this blue. And I don't ever want that blue to be rubbed off, because it will. It can easily be rubbed off with use. So I don't use it. It takes your breath. It's a beautiful knife. It's one of the most beautiful knives I own. So that's why it's number one. It's the number one OTTER Messer that, in my opinion, you can get. And the only way I know you can get these things is by ordering them on their website. I have never seen these when I was selling knives, when I was selling OTTER Messers. I've never seen one at a distributor. Never seen that I could order it or anything. So they're not exactly readily available here. And I wish they were, because these OTTER Messers are so like underrated in America. I know people, you guys are watching in Europe, I know you guys can get these things relatively easily, and you're lucky, because if I could get these relatively easy, I'd be buying a mess of them, okay? An OTTER Messer of them. So, so that's it. That's it, guys and gals, because I believe it was a woman who actually requested this video. Yeah, my OTTER Messer collection, 6 knives that I've kept over the years, that I just could not part with. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, wonderful knives. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Share this video with your friend. And I appreciate you guys watching. And I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoy making them for you. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.